And the players getting themselves into game mode with the tip-off just moments away. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the first matchup of the NBA Cup. There is a lot of excitement in this building tonight. Alongside Greg Anthony, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. And tonight, we'll be joined by the man with his finger on the pulse of the NBA, no one better than Shams Charania. Shams, it is so great to have you courtside with us.
Well, Kevin, thank you so much. Talking basketball is what and honestly, we were born to do, so let's do it.
And look at the guys by our side, man. We all love this game. Let's go right into it. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Charlotte, they've had a very slow start to the season so far, down in the bottom half of the conference. And checking out Orlando, 3.5 back. Here's the starting group for the Charlotte Hornets. The guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. The mayor is out there with Bridges, and it's Williams at the 5 roaming the paint. And for the Magic, in the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. Then it's Paolo Banchero, and it's Houston in at the 3 spot. And it's going to be the Magic off the tip. Pass to Banchero. The 3. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Excellent work in the screen and roll. Banchero solid at knowing when to shoot in those sets.
Ball kicks to Miller. Outside, Ball. Back to Miller. Five on the clock. Here's the mayor, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Here's Orlando now. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, earlier I spoke with Orlando's head coach. In talking to the coach, he discussed the hidden talents of LaMelo Ball. Coach said he's still a young player in this league, but we can't take that lightly. We've seen what he's done to soft defenses. We need to be physical. So we'll see if that defense tightens up for him. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy also a terrific football player in high school.
Suggs against Ball. Williams sets a screen for Ball. Inside. It's blocked. Banchero against Ball. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. And as the salary cap looks set to rise significantly, Shams, any major effects that you can anticipate?
It won't be like the year the Warriors signed KD. They're going to smooth the cap's numbers, and it's not going to spike quite the same. But these numbers will continue to get eye-popping when you think about player salary, and you have to keep in mind luxury tax and the new second apron that came into play with the collective bargaining agreement, and that will play a part in how teams build, not putting yourself in a restrictive position to continue to build winning organizations.
A lot of moving parts to contend with, but boy, a lot on the horizon.
And on paper, Paolo Banchero has so many appealing attributes. His size, build, the ability to find shots. You can easily see why scouts were enamored with this guy as a prospect.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Now, here's Ball. He just could not put it together in that loss to Philadelphia. Shots good by Miller.
Now, how about this move by Miller, using the pick and roll to create some space for himself?
Suggs against Ball. Caldwell Pope outside. Now Suggs coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Offensive rebound. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Sinks the triple.
You can't start the game much better than this. 4 of 5 from the field.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Shams, no one is keyed on the league like you. Is there an under-the-radar trend that you're seeing around the NBA, or the next thing that you're anticipating may happen with the way the league will sway one way or the other?
Talking to executives around the league, it's clear that length has been very important, but having players that do multiple things and are versatile, that is of the utmost importance right now. We saw what happened with the Celtics winning a championship this year. I think that certainly is going to have an impact on how teams are going to build moving forward. Like the Celtics, you want to have players, 3 to 5 players that are playing heavy minutes for you, that are doing everything out there on the floor, not just one particular move.
Suggs passes to Bitadze. Now Caldwell Pope. Pass to Houston. To the inside. Here's Banchero. That one's not going to go. Good D by Williams. Hornets trail by 4. Bridges dishes the ball. To the paint. Here's the mayor. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And the passing ball displays night in and night out is impressive. He takes pride in his ability to facilitate.
Caldwell Pope outside. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Banchero. Shoots over Bridges, and it's Banchero missing. Hornets have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Bridges outside. Miller outside. The rebound by Bitadze. Hey, Shams, for the past decade that you've been a major player in the NBA, it's been LeBron's league, it's been Curry's league. Who else is going to take over this league, you think, coming up around the corner?
Given the NBA Finals we just had, have to throw in Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Luka Doncic into the fold as far as faces of the NBA. But Nikola Jokic is so good. He will be one of the guys for a while. Giannis Antetokounmpo, you have to mention him as well. But ultimately, you have to also keep an eye on Victor Wembanyama, the way that Victor Wembanyama could take over the league. And already, so early, was so special. Victor Wembanyama is someone to keep an eye on.
Okay, they just passed a note down to me, our gang here. What about Anthony Edwards at Minnesota? He's another one, right? Young American player who is really making an impact.
Anthony Edwards, Devin Booker, you have to consider those two as well. And it's special, the crop of young players that we have coming up in this league. One of them is sure to emerge as this generation's, whether you want to call it Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, there will be a face out of this crop.
And we cannot wait.
Yeah, Caldwell Pope isn't a guy that shoots a ton of free throws, but he makes them count.
Ball, the pass to Bridges. Back to Ball. A floater. It's hauled in by the Magic, getting their first look of the season at this Hornets team.
And even though they were the better team overall, they actually lost the season series against this club a year ago.
Now, here's Banchero. His last outing, he had 24 points.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
And things can get so intense when NBA rumors start flying, Shams. You know that. The teams are just kind of holding on sometimes for dear life. What is it like when you break a major NBA story, like you've done numerous times?
It's It's like when your heart skips a beat, Kevin. It's like when you feel like you are in such a rush, and there's a surge of excitement that hits every particle of your body. Every profession obviously has a big payoff, but everything happens so fast. But when it happens, it makes all the hard work worth it. But it certainly brings a great feeling, and I definitely get goosebumps to this day.
You get goosebumps, but the hard work you put in to get that story, I know what you guys go through. It is amazing the hours you spend on it.
365, 24/7.
Wow. Here's Suggs after the made shot from the mayor. And here is Suggs. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game.
And when you look at Suggs' numbers, here's a guy who has really improved his shooting.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Paolo Banchero is not skipping steps. Magic Superstar says it's like anything in life, it's a process. Having that perspective just makes you want to work every day, because this is the best league in the world. If you become impatient, you're going to drive yourself crazy. It's a cliche, Kevin, but you just keep pounding away. Back to you.
Well said, David. Dedication to the craft. VA thanks. Okogie's checked in for Charlotte. Smith comes in for Ball. Hey, Shams, I know you're connected throughout the NBA into a lot of front offices, but have you ever thought about maybe shifting gears a little bit and working for a team?
There is always intrigue into something like that, Kevin, but I've seen how tough the environment can be, and honestly, it is really much more fun to be talking to you on this side of the media world and the media equation of the NBA. But listen, there's always intrigue with the front office.
And a lot of opportunities I know you're looked at, but thank you for your honesty in that. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Hornets shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Number 15, 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
That's good from the mayor, and Orlando making a change here. Houston's checked in. Both good from the line that time. We have all these great foreign players. Maybe 3 of the top 5 players in the NBA are all foreign players, right? And so much was made of Anthony Edwards. Here's a 22-year-old American player who has maybe the charisma, the game, the everything you could package. It could be our next great player. Is there ever talk around the league about why are European players being so dominant? Where are the great young American players to compete against this great influx of international players?
The grassroots programs, you have to look at what happens abroad and in the States. You have to give a lot of credit to the way that they develop players over in Europe, in any of those regions. They do a great job, and those players are hungry, they're driven, they're passionate. They're trying to get here to the States and play basketball at the highest level in the NBA. And you see at the amateur level, there can be a lot of fluidity, there can be a lot of influx, and players are given so much so soon in America. So to be able to have that chip on your shoulder, to have the passion, and to exude the confidence that Anthony Edwards has, the younger generation of players definitely have someone in Anthony Edwards to look up to.
You know, it took Nurkic a while to kind of establish himself as a starting center in the NBA, but it didn't take long to see it's a role he deserves.
And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. They trail by 3, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
Yeah, those opposing crowds can put you off balance at the stripe, but you got to block out the noise and make those free throws.
Anthony That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Well, that's where Anthony is at his best, when he's getting downhill and attacking the basket.
There's 31. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Orlando moving the ball around. Carter finds Anthony. 6 on the shot clock. Orlando needs to get off a shot. Houston's shot is off. And Smith puts up a deep 3. And that one released in time, but no good. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Magic lead by 3. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Magic.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
So on the floor for Charlotte to start this second quarter. The guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Williams is out there with the mayor, and it's Nurkic in its center. So, Shams, when the league brought in that 65-game played rule, it sure seemed to motivate players to suit up.
Those awards aren't just about prestige, Kevin. They're about cold, hard cash. And every summer, we're going to see records set for the biggest contract in NBA history. Every summer that goes by. And that certainly has an effect on players wanting to play and players being in the lineup. Now with the 65 games played rule, there is an incentive for all NBA team and different accolades.
Yes, well said. Now, here's Ball. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. Charlotte no good that time either. Magic leading by 5. Wagner outside. Carter finds Anthony, tries it from 9. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Miller, the pass to the main. That's in, coming off an assist from Miller. That's 12 points for the mayor.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Wagner, a screen on Ball. The wide open look here for Anthony. No good with the triple. Hornets trail by 5. Down low. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Showing great vision and delivering the pass out in front.
You communicate so much with NBA GMs. You talk with owners. You talk with personnel people. You know, knowing what they do, what is an overlooked part of how they operate their day-to-day jobs with these NBA teams?
A few things for me, Kevin. It is the relationships with agents, with other teams. Are they trusted? Do they have the trust of others? That is of importance, certainly. And how well connected are they within the organization? How are they building their own front offices in their own buildings? But their thirst for information, their ability to use information to strategize, that is something that occurs every single day. Because if you know something is happening with a specific team, that could shape how you want to strategize your team moving forward.
Yeah, Cole Anthony is a spark plug. He can be a scorer or he can run the offense. Cole's versatility is vital.
Banchero getting it done for the Magic. They've leaned on him for offense, and he hasn't let them down. He's now up to 23 points today. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Welcome, everybody. And as we start to work our way through the season, a sneak peek at the Rookie of the Year race.
The young guys are playing well, but it's a long season. There's something called the rookie wall.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see which players hit that wall and which ones knock it over. And let's dig into the first half now. Things looking pretty good for the Magic.
We expect them to come out and play well. They put on their work clothes. They're taking care of things. That's what good teams do.
This could have been a trap game for them, but they set the tone early, and I like what I'm seeing, man. I like it.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, one half to go. You know, Paolo Banchero, guys, has been exceptional.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Well, that's certainly what I'd do. Until the defense shows they can stop him, ride the hot hand.
In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. Then it's Paolo Banchero. And it's Houston in at the small forward. That's who's out there for Orlando. And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here.
Put your hands together, fans. Here they are, the 407.
Wagner's checked in for Orlando. And some of these distributors have been very hot from beyond the arc this season. The best three-point shooting point guards in the league. Fourth, LaMelo Ball.
You know, if there are no other options available, any of these guys can just step back and knock down a triple. Great backup plan for any point guard to have.
And when your one can hit threes himself, makes the offense so tough to stop.
And how about the footwork and body positioning of Banchero makes him so tough to guard down low.
Williams, a screen on Suggs. Bridges against Banchero. Bridges shot, good.
Well, coach has to be ecstatic with how that trip down the floor went. They got the shot they wanted.
Wagner outside. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. And here's Banchero. Fires the three. Knocks down the three ball. Banchero's got 28 points for the game.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Ball with it, now guarded by Caldwell Pope. Bridges outside. Williams sends a screen for Bridges. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Bridges has got 5 points in the quarter. Suggs looking around. Pass to Wagner. Caldwell Pope for three. The Hornets pull it in. Williams has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And it's ball in the corner. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Here's the Mayor. Out to Bridges. Fires from 18. Houston with the rebound. Orlando leading by 7. For the three. Bridges with the board. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the Magic retired the first jersey number in their franchise's history, that of our esteemed colleague and Hall of Famer, Shaquille O'Neal. Orlando's #1 pick back in 1992, Shaq went on to lead them to their first NBA Finals appearance in 1995. The honor is well-deserved, Kevin.
Yep, he's our teammate, isn't he, David? We love him as a guy, and we loved him as a player. The first one falls.
Yeah, and the confidence Bridges plays with, really admirable. This guy knows he has the talent to compete in the NBA.
Charlotte making a switch here. Diabate's checked in. Both shots good from the stripe.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Pass to Houston. Now, here's Banchero. From down in the low post, it goes. 30 points from Paolo Banchero.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Goga Bitadze is checked in for Wagner. Here's ball. We've got a chance to get an update on Bitadze's status. David.
Hey guys, the Magic's head athletic trainer gave me an update. He said it's definitely an ankle sprain and that he feels a throbbing pain. It's amazing he's good to come back into the game. In fact, Kevin, he's already back in the game.
David, thanks for checking in. On top of it as always.
It's interesting. Even with the advancements in strength and conditioning, injuries continue to impact the game.
Well, this is a high-impact sport, and the league continues to get bigger and faster.
Hornets trail by 5. Here's the Mayor, powered down with both hands.
I love the fact that Bridges does a little bit of everything, including passing the ball.
To the middle. Here's Caldwell Pope. Miller grabs the miss. The Hornets have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Bridges passes to the Mayor. Out to Bridges. Inside, it's tipped. Pass to the Mayor. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
2 shots.
That's good from the Mayor. Orlando making some changes. Mo Wagner comes in for Banchero. And Anthony subbed in for Caldwell Pope. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for the Hornets. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. The Magic have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Anthony kicks to Wagner. Back to Anthony.
And while we've got a chance, let's check out the stats for the Mayor. He's getting around 20 points per, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, he gives you something to build around night after night. Reliability is huge in this league.
And the first one at the line is good. So Anthony nails both of them. Here's Ball. The rebound by Bitadze. Bitadze's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Anthony kicks to Suggs. Pass to Bitadze. Outside Anthony. 5 to shoot. Bangs home the trifecta. Anthony's got 5 points in the quarter.
Working off the ball. Anthony looking comfortable from that spot.
Ball dishes to Miller. Here's Diabate. Back to Miller. Over Anthony. Miller, no up.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Pass to Houston. Here's Suggs. Misses from close range. Hornets trail by 7. Ball, the pass to the main. And it's Suggs with the rebound. Orlando's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Anthony looking it over. They set the pick. Pass to Suggs. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte. And there's 1:45 left to play here in the 3rd. Here's the Mayor. Oh, and he misses the dunk. Magic leading by 7. Suggs with the ball. Now guarded by Ball. And it's Suggs missing.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Count that one.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Pass to Bitadze. And here is Anthony. Magic moving the ball around. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Suggs just staying active and goes to the line now.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Magic?
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
Take a break.
And we also got to talk
shots.
about the damage they've done inside. The opposition having a hard time keeping that ball out of the paint.
First free throw is good.
Well, each year, Suggs Cup.
Making a switch here. Joseph's checked in. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Miles Bridges, he's checked in for Grant Williams. The Mayor comes in for Josh Okogie. Miller's checked in for Josh Green. And it's Ball in for Smith. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on what the head coach for the Magic was saying to his team. Now, Coach told his guys, it's not over until it's over. He asked them to stay sharp out there and to keep fighting. If we lose this, it's on us, he said. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. The guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Miles Bridges is out there with Nurkic, and it's the Mayor in at the 3 slot. Screen by Nurkic. To the paint. Stolen by Carter. Last break. Here come the Magic. De Silva. No good.
When you challenge a player on a layup, that's what you want. Getting a stop without a foul. The defense wins that battle.
That puts them in the lead. Ball's got the lead up to 3 now for Charlotte.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Joseph dishes to Anthony. Down low. Here's Carter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Jusuf Nurkic.
Well, he's a load at 270 pounds. Wendell Carter Jr. is a problem in the paint.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Hornets.
Well, you got to love their aggressiveness on the offensive glass. They have just refused to give up on any of the plays.
And another thing, guys, they've dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
He's off on the first.
Well, more of a classic big guy. Wendell Carter Jr. is at his best inside the paint, mixing it up with guys on either end of the floor.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Ball surveying the defense. Miller up on top. Lets it go from deep. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Miles Bridges.
Well, Anthony is a creative scorer and knows how to get the defense off balance.
For the Magic, Goga Bitadze's checked in for Wendell Carter. Contavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Isaac, and Jalen Suggs is subbed in for Howard.
And this is one of the things they need to keep doing in the second half to get this win. Keep knocking down those free throws. They've been sensational here at the line.
Pass to Nurkic. Nurkic a screen on Anthony. Back to Nurkic. And finish off by Nurkic.
And you can put Miller on either side of that pick and roll action. He has a terrific IQ.
Suggs passes to Bitadze. Now Suggs. He's covered by Ball. And Caro. Nurkic with the block. And he gets it back. Here's Bancaro. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Bancaro's got 9 points now in just the second half. Ball kicks to Miller. Rebounded by Anthony. Anthony's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Suggs in the corner. Bancaro outside. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball.
I don't know what the heck happened there. That's just a careless turnover.
And Orlando making a change here. Houston's checked in. Orlando, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%. Suggs passes to Bitadze. Now here's Caldwell-Pope to tie it up. Good D by Miller. Now here's Ball. To the inside. Stolen by Caldwell-Pope. Pass to Bancaro. Here's Bitadze. Suggs with the ball. To take the lead. Houston's shot is off. Ball with it. Picked up by Suggs. Suggs against Ball. The layup off target.
Well, with this team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Pass to Bancaro. Here's Vitadze, covered by Miller. And that one is good from Suggs. And the Magic lead by 1.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there'll be more in store.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team.
Get loud, fans. On the court is your hype squad. It's time for T-shirts.
Williams is checked in for the Hornets.
Number 5, Mark Williams.
Charlotte's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. Ball, no good.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Pass to Bitadze. Banchero outside. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Williams has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's the Mayor. Oh, and there's the money to change.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Suggs against Ball. Banchero inside. Pass to Houston. Back to Banchero. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Releases. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Bridges got his 4th rebound in this one. Out to the wing. Here's the Mayor. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Charlotte moving the ball around.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. The Magic trail by 3. Now Banchero. On the mark with the 15-footer. Banchero's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Used to these big moments from his college days. Banchero's heartbeat should stay low here.
Shots good by the Mayor.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. 3-point lead. The kick out to Ball. Off target with his 3.
Yeah, he's just not himself right now. He's getting decent opportunities like this one, but just failing to convert. Well, he competed for that rebound. You love to see him getting in there and scrapping for the ball.
That was a big one. You can hear it.
And sometimes the silence of a crowd can speak volumes.
The Magic called timeout.
Put your hands together, fans. Here they are, the 407. Make some noise. It's time for your 407 dance team.
Here's Suggs. It's good. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Well, he's got that clutch gene in him. Suggs digging deep when they needed it.
When they go to the intentional foul. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
And he commits the intentional foul.
14 foul. At the line for the Hornets, number 15. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. Now a timeout called by Orlando. 23 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
Looking for a quick shot, trying to extend the game.
Yeah, and then they have to foul quickly and hope for some misses at the line.
Big round of applause for the 407.
.23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Caldwell Pope passes to Houston. Here's Banchero. Bridges with some nice defense. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
At the line for the Hornets, Mark Williams. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
And that'll just about do it. Coming through at the line in a big spot.
Houston passes to Bitadze. For 3, Caldwell Pope. The shot misses. And so it's Charlotte with the win. And tonight, not just a regular season win, it also counts in the NBA Cup standing.
And if you look at the teams that advance in the Cup, you normally have to win this first game, so they're off to a strong start.
And that'll do it, folks. So, for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. So long.
Earned that one. They talk the talk, but you walk the walk.